Week 8 of Operation Football, and we're kicking things off with a flashback to the 2023 Class B state title game. Bennington shut out Skutt Catholic to claim their third straight crown. Tonight they meet again. KETV News Watch 7's Matt Satilli is live from Moylan Field with the story, Matt.
46 times teams have tried to beat Bennington. Of course, all streaks are meant to come to a close. 46 times before tonight, those teams have failed. In spite of mishaps, in spite of miscues, somehow at Moylan Field, Skutt Catholic found a way to dethrone the mighty, once unbeatable Badgers. Senior night for the Skyhawks. Joe Kaliga made sure to take full advantage. Skutt leading 7-0. Dylan Van Dyke airs it out for Kaliga, who collects it and takes it all the way, his second score of the night. It's 21-0 when the Badgers bounce back. Ty Buafeku over the top to Elliot Anderson. Just like that, it's 21-7. Bennington has some life. Final play before halftime. Skutt scrambling to get a field goal off. They do, but it is blocked. Morgan Schumann, after some bumbling, scoops it and has green grass to run. 20 unanswered points for Bennington, make it 21-20. More special teams trouble for Skutt in the second half on the punt in their own territory. The snap is high. The Badgers would recover in the end zone. That's 30 unanswered, and it's 30-21. But on the ensuing kickoff, Nate Christensen takes it, finds a hole to the right, and he could go all the way. That's the first score since the first quarter. Skutt trails 30-28. They would take the lead on a field goal, so it's a last gasp effort for the Badgers. Late in the fourth quarter, the pass is intercepted by who else but Joe Kaliga, who puts the game on ice. For the first time since 2020, Bennington goes down. The final score, Skutt 38, Bennington 30.
We thought that we let one get away last week against Elkhorn North, and they had quite a bit of determination coming into this one. And like I said, we have a pretty special quarterback and a receiver out there that can do some special things. So sometimes, I just tell Dylan, throw it up and two will catch it.
Big time players make big time plays. Like it's just we gotta go out there and grind. The whole team. I mean, it takes the whole team. They set me up for a lot of those plays, so it means a lot.
Bennington's winning streak ends at 46 games. That is 2 games shy of the all-time 11-man record in Nebraska, set by Cambridge back in the late 90s. Turman said, well, if we really want to win ones against Bennington, we want it to be in November. I have a feeling we could see these two later on. Reporting at Moylan Field, Matt Satilli, KETV News Watch 7 Sports.
What a game, Matt. Thank you. Continuing in Class B, Elkhorn North, Gretna East meeting the Griffins, riding a 4-game win streak into this one. The Wolves, though, with just 1 loss on the season. To Gretna Stadium we go. The first meeting on the football field between these two. Jet Tingelhoff gets the handoff from the 15, bounces his way into the end zone. Elkhorn North up 7-0 on the next drive. Chase Groh throws it backwards. It's recovered by the Wolves, and Elkhorn North quick to capitalize. Ethan Beachy throws it to Alex Uchman, who fights his way in for the touchdown. Elkhorn North wins 31-29. To Elkhorn Stadium, Blair taking on the Antlers. Early in the second quarter, Cade Matthews, a 35-yard pass, though picked off by Andrew Korth at the 1-yard line. Later in the second, Cooper Sorensen throws a 20-yard pass to Blaze Bauman. What a beauty there. That gives the Bears a 14-0 lead. But Elkhorn responds. Cade Matthews, a quarterback wrap, gets an 11-yard run to make it 14-7. Bears lead at half. Elkhorn holds on to win, though, 28-21. In a couple other Class B games, Gretna at Dragons win 51-20. Plattsmouth and Platteview Blue Devils win 16-10. Now in our fan favorite game, the matchup that gets the most votes during the week on KTV.com earns extended coverage. And with more than 16,000 votes, 1,600 votes rather, Bellevue West and Omaha North face off at Kinnick Stadium. Omaha North in the first quarter here, they would show up big. Quarterback Mikey Gao completes his pass to Jaron Cannon, who uses his athleticism to go 45 yards to the house. That opens the scoring for the Vikings. Bellevue West looks to respond, and they extend their drive with this 4th down conversion for 20 yards to Caprice Keith. They make do with that second chance as the injured quarterback Will Anderson punches it in for the rushing touchdown from 1 yard out to take the lead in the first half, 7-6. Now to the second half, Vikings come out. Look, there's that 1 yard touchdown. They'll come out looking strong as they open the second half with 3. Mikey Gow completes it to Dion Cooper here as Bellevue West holds strong in the fourth quarter. Macklin Kennedy gets the pick 6 for the Thunderbirds as Omaha North wins 32-14. Millard North at Central. Nebraska commit linebacker Pierce Newberry out for the Mustangs tonight, but Millard North still holds Central at 28 yards in the first half. Mustangs up 10-0, but Central comes out firing. Torrey Pittman climbs the ladder, picks off the Mustangs, looks to capitalize, and BJ Newsome does just that. The QB keeps it for himself. Scores from the 2 to put the Eagles on the board, 10-7. Later in the third quarter, Kylon Haney scores from 14 yards out. The PAT is blocked, but Central leads 13-10, and the Eagles do it. They knock off Millard North 13-10. Continuing in Class A, Omaha Burke and Papio South. Chase Cunningham pitches it to Casey Popish. Titans strike first. They lead 8-0 early. Outside slant to Derek Jones with a 39 catch and run. Titans make it 16-0 on this play here. Titans keep it going, this time on a roll after that long run. Popish throws it to Grant Beckenhauer. The short touchdown pass as the Titans extend the lead 24-0. Titans roll in this one, 47-8, the final. Millard West hosting Lincoln North Star tonight. Millard West with a quarterback draw for a big gain here. Fortunately, this drive stalls out. They settle for a field goal, get 3 on, and another field goal, but this one a big one from 53 yards out for Carter. Nothing on offense for Lincoln North Star tonight as Millard West wins 12-0. More Class A scores. Omaha Northwest loses to Westview 46-0. Millard South at North Platte. Patriots win 56-10 over the Bulldogs. Bellevue East at Grand Island. Grand Island wins 42-6, and Lincoln East wins 28-8 over the Bryan Bears. In Class C, Roncalli Catholic up against 6-1 Boys Town. First quarter, first play from scrimmage. Darion Whitaker takes it 55 yards to the house. That puts the Cowboys on the board first, 7-0. Roncalli responds though. Brady McGill fakes the gun, powers up the middle. Just like that, it's a tied ball game, 7-7. End of the second quarter, Whitaker again turns on the Jets. Another 55-yard run for the senior running back makes it 21-14. They tack on one more as Boys Town wins 28-14. In Class C, Loganview taking on DC West. Falcons come out on top 28-1, and Wahoo wins over Fort Calhoun 57-7. On the Iowa side, Lewis Central hosting Norwalk tonight. First quarter, Titans defense comes up big. TJ Nettle with the strip sack and the recovery. Takes just 4 plays for them to capitalize. Chance Chappell fighting his way for every single one of that 10-yard touchdown run. Titans strike first, up 7-0. But Norwalk answers. Eli Robbins hauls in a 45-yard bomb, and that evens it up at 7. The Warriors, though, go on to win this one 21-7, handing the Titans their first loss of the season. In Iowa scores, Sioux City North Stars at AL Council Bluffs win 35-28, and TJ at Glenwood 53-21, the final.